Hi, I'm Sheri Strahl, Chief Operating Officer of the ALS Association Golden West Chapter. ALS doesn't stop, and neither do we. We are facing an unprecedented public health crisis. And as a community, we deeply understand the gravity of the threat presented by COVID-19. We remain focused on ensuring access to care for people with ALS and advancing the search for effective treatments and cures. Our commitment to our vision and mission remains unchanged, as does our continuing to serve more than 1,800 families facing ALS. The Golden West Chapter's community outreach events are essential to foster connection, as well as raise awareness and urgently needed funds in support of families impacted by ALS. Now, the SoCal Ride to Defeat ALS first began in 2017 as a training ride that turned into a fundraiser, thanks to the vision of Dawn and Neil Foley. With just 10 weeks to plan, it brought in more than 70 riders and raised $15,000. In 2018, the event smashed that record, with more than 200 participants raising more than $56,000. In 2019, I had the privilege of participating myself for the very first time, and together, along with 235 participants, we set the bar even higher and raised over $78,000. The money raised by the SoCal Ride is key to fueling our mission-critical programs. It's essential that we once again come together and rally for this event. To date, the SoCal Ride has raised more than $187,000, and it connects people from all across the state of California. In fact, this year, since it's virtual, the SoCal Ride to Defeat ALS is bringing together supporters of the ALS community from across the nation. And I have to thank all of you, all of our supporters, our participants, our sponsors. We thank you. And Neil and Dawn Foley, who have such a never-give-up spirit and remarkable dedication, the founders of this event, we thank you. And of course, our committee members, our board members, we're so grateful for you. Remember, today is not just a ride. It's a hike, it's a walk, it's a jog on the treadmill, it's whatever's meaningful to you that you can do safely. It's a chance for all of us to come together, even though we are apart, because it is only together that we will defeat ALS.
Hi, my name is Stu Sheldon, President of the Ventura County Amateur Radio Society. Since 2018, it has been my honor to serve as the Amateur Radio Event Coordinator for the Southern California Ride to Defeat ALS. Amateur radio, also known as ham radio, plays a pivotal role by patrolling event routes, providing communications at rest stops, operating as SAG vehicles, assisting participants in need, and of course, for transporting participants that are unable to complete their event. Clubs and individual amateur radio operators volunteer their time to operate their own equipment at these events. This year, the COVID-19 virus has made it logistically impossible to safely have a traditional ride event. I commend the organizers for taking everyone's health into consideration and turning this into a virtual ride. If you're planning to ride on your own for this event, I'd like to share some safety tips with you. If you are planning on walking or biking during the virtual event, make sure you maintain proper social distancing. It's recommended that you wear masks in public and an N95 respirator when you are unable to maintain that 6-foot distance from someone else for an extended period of time. Keep in mind, a mask will reduce your ability to breathe. So, if you feel short of breath or dizzy, stop and sit down. Catch your breath before continuing. Ride or walk with a family member or friend. There's safety in numbers. Remember, social distance is the new norm, so make sure you space yourselves out sufficiently. Also, obey all rules put forward by the local jurisdiction where you are riding or walking. I've placed some links on the screen here to help you stay within the guidelines. Most of all, I want to thank everyone that is participating and all the organizers that are making this event a success as a virtual event. Have fun, stay safe, and stay healthy. I'm sure I speak for all the organizers and volunteers when I say, we can't wait to see you next year.